Dark days of the emergency can never be forgotten, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh hailed Navy's proactive forward development during standoff with Chinese troops last year. Directing SP Morrigaon to nab rape accused, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma assures justice to next of kin of minor victim. Vaccination drive in the country picks up pace with more availability of vaccines and improved supply chain. And ASHA workers are frontline workers who have defied death during pandemic, says Joai Central MDC Andrew Shilai. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeastern News Bulletin from the studios of Doordarshan Guwahati. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathak, and now the stories in detail. The dark days of emergency can never be forgotten, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said. The period from 1975 to 1977 witnessed a systematic destruction of institutions, the Prime Minister asserted. In a series of tweets today, Modi remembered all those countrymen who had resisted the emergency and protected Indian democracy. He urged the people to do everything possible to strengthen India's democratic spirit and live up to the values enshrined in our constitution. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today hailed the Navy's proactive forward deployment during the standoff with Chinese troops last year. He said that it signalled India's intent that it was ready for active hostilities with China. Speaking at Kochi after reviewing the progress of work in the building of the indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant, Singh termed the IAC project and the Project Seabird as shining examples of Atmanirbhar Bharat. He also referred to the recent decision to acquire 6 submarines under Project 75 India for 43,000 crore rupees.
Remains poised and combat ready to tackle any challenge, and Navy's proactive forward deployment during the Galwan standoff signaled our intent that we seek peace but are ready for any eventualities. Our efforts are in alignment with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Sagar, or security and growth for all in the region.
Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today rushed to Bhuragaon police station in Morrigaon district, rocked by the rape of a minor. Directing the SP Morrigaon Aparna Natarajan to nab the culprits and mete out exemplary punishment as per the law of the land, the Chief Minister also spoke with the parents of the unfortunate victim and assured them justice. Addressing a press conference, the Chief Minister said the case will be dealt with in a fast-track court. The government has taken strong steps to combat the drug menace in the state, Dr. Sarma added.
ধৰ্মীয় সংখ্যালঘু পৰিয়ালৰ ছোৱালী এগৰাকীক ধৰ্ষণ কৰি হত্যা কৰা হয়। ৰাতিপুৱা 5:30 বজাত টোপনিৰ পৰা উঠি নিজৰ পোহনীয়া চৰাইটোক জামুন খুৱাবৰ বাবে
Union Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has said the CBSE has issued detailed guidelines regarding evaluation criteria of class 10, 11 and 12 students in view of the cancellation of examinations. Addressing students, teachers and guardians today, Nishank thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the decision to cancel this year's CBSE board examinations due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He also thanked the Supreme Court for accepting CBSE's proposal on evaluation criteria.
लगातार आप 30 करोड़ से भी अधिक छात्र छात्राओं से विशेष लगाव रखते हैं। उन्होंने अपने निर्णय से आपका स्वास्थ्य और सुरक्षा के साथ आपका भविष्य, इन सब की चिंता करते हुए जिस तरीके से ऐतिहासिक मार्गदर्शन देकर 12वीं की परीक्षा को निरस्त करने का फैसला लिया। हम करोड़ों छात्र छात्राएं, अभिभावक और अध्यापकगण अपने प्रिय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का हृदय से आभार प्रकट करते हैं।
India has administered over 30 crore 79 lakhs COVID vaccine doses to the beneficiaries so far. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry has said over 60 lakh 73,000 vaccine doses were administered to the beneficiaries within 24 hours. A crucial pillar in the pandemic, COVID vaccine is a symbol of immunity from this disease. The vaccination drive has picked up pace with the availability of more vaccines and improvement in the vaccine supply chain. With the active support of states and union territories, the central government has continuously engaged in expanding the scope of nationwide COVID vaccination drive. Even as a mega vaccination campaign has been carried out across the country to prevent the spread of COVID-19, in Assam also, enhanced vaccination drive has been going on in all the districts. Doordarshan Kendra Guwahati today organized one such vaccination camp in its office premises. Organized with support from the State Health Department and an NGO named JCI, about 200 people of ages 18 years and above joined the camp. Employees of the Kendra and their family members took the second dose of Covaxin in the special camp.
इसमें अच्छे तरीके से सब कुछ मैनेज है और जो टीम हमें सपोर्ट कर रही है, हमें बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट मिला है और इस वजह से हमने बहुत एक सुचारू रूप से हम ये प्रोग्राम कर पाए। हम धन्यवाद देना चाहेंगे।
Registering a significant decline in active caseloads and fresh cases of coronavirus, the recovery stage in the country is continuously improving. The country has registered a decline of over 14,000 active cases in the last 24 hours. There are 6,12,000 active cases the nation is saddled with. India's daily recoveries continue to outnumber the daily new cases for the 43rd consecutive day. With the recovery rate touching 96.66% in the country, a total of 64,527 patients have recovered in the last 24 hours. On the northeast frontier, Arunachal Pradesh has reported 2,565 active cases, even as discharged cases logged 31,487. The tally for the dead is 162. In Assam, active cases have a caseload of 29,667, while the discharged cases totaled 4,58,330. The dead account for 4,344. Saddled with 9,174 active cases, Manipur has logged 55,912 discharged cases, even as the dead numbered 1,085. Meghalaya has 4,424 active cases, followed by 41,647 cured cases, even as the dead accounted for 807. A caseload of 4,455 active cases in Mizoram. There are 14,316 discharged cases. The tally for the dead is 88, clocking 1,509 active cases. Nagaland has logged 22,641 released cases, even as the dead counted 479. Sikkim has 2,282 active cases, followed by 17,101 cured cases. The dead account for 298. Tripura has logged 3,828 active cases, followed by 59,378 discharged cases. The tally for the dead is 662. Education Minister Lakshman Rimbui has announced that students will not have to sit for the remaining papers of the Class 12 board examinations. The remaining papers are that of computer science, statistics, vocational studies and Western music. These had to be postponed due to the pandemic. Rimbui said a marking system would be decided by AMBOS and details would be available shortly. The Education Minister also added that for those who missed either some or all of the HSSLC and SSLC exams conducted due to various reasons will be given another chance to write those papers they missed. A date has not yet been decided. The department is looking to potentially conduct these exams in mid-July.
Statistics, vocational studies and Western music for class 12. So marking will be done by the AMBOS according to their parameter, which they will.
The JHADC MDC from Joai Central, Andrew Shalai, yesterday provided help to 20 ASHA workers of the Lumkirwang Urban Public Health Center at a small gathering at Chutwaku, Juwai, in the presence of various headmen under the health center. The speakers during the function lauded the efforts of the ASHA workers and described them as fearless frontline workers in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking during the function, Shilai said that despite them being paid a meager incentive, ASHA workers have come forward even when all the concerns about their personal safety remain. Environment and Forest Minister James Sangma has assured that the row of Japanese cedar heritage trees along the road from Upper Shillong to Banyun, adjacent to the Eastern Air Command headquarters, will be preserved. The minister said that except for a few unavoidable ones, including 2 diseased, no tree on the roadside has been touched. He added that the government will go for compensatory afforestation for the trees felled. Tokyo-bound shooter Saurav Chaudhary opened India's account at the ISSF World Cup in Osijek, Croatia, with a bronze in the men's 10-meter air pistol event. India had endured a modest opening day on which podium finishes eluded the likes of Manu Bhaker and Ilavenil Valerian. 19-year-old Saurav scored 220 in the final after qualifying with a score of 581. Compatriot Abhishek Burma finished 5th in the same event with a score of 179.3 after also shooting 581 in the qualifying. The event is the Indian shooting team's final competitive outing before the Olympics in Tokyo. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.